Can you hear me all? Today we will see.
Yes, ma'am.
Today we will see the first. Today we will see the first practical of Turbo C. You have 25 minutes. Please mute yourself. Don't disturb the practical. For programming, you need Turbo C editor. Which can be easily downloaded from the internet. Turbo C is चे प्रॅक्टिकल करण्यासाठी तुम्हाला C++ एडिटर लागेल जे आपण इंटरनेटवरनं डाउनलोड करू शकतो इझिली. आता मी तुम्हाला डाउनलोडिंगच्या स्टेप्स सांगणार आहे. हाऊ टू डाउनलोड टर्बो सी फ्रॉम इंटरनेट. मी स्क्रीन शेअर करते. सर्वांनी इकडे लक्ष द्या. हे बघा, गुगलवरनं तुम्ही फ्री डाउनलोड टर्बो सीचा सेटअप सर्च करायचं. जर तुमचा प्रोसेसर 32 बीटचा असेल तर तुम्ही 32 बीटचा सेटअप डाउनलोड करायचा आहे. जर तुमचा प्रोसेसर 64 बीटचा असेल तर तुम्ही 64 बीटचा सेटअप डाउनलोड करायचा आहे. आता मी इथे आपले 32 बीटची सिस्टीम आहे त्यामुळे मी 32 बीटचा सेटअप डाउनलोड केलाय. आता सेटअप डाउनलोड केलाय. हे बघा, तुम्ही कोण म्युझिक करताय हे मला इझिली इथनं दिसतंय. मला सगळं इथनं लगेच दिसतं की कोण म्युझिक प्ले करतंय. ठीक आहे, टर्बो सी 32 बीटचा सेटअप डाउनलोड केला. आता आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, तो सेटअप डबल क्लिक करून रन करायचा आहे. आता मी तुम्हाला दाखवतोय की तो सेटअप कसा रन करायचा. हे बघा, टर्बो सी 3.2 हा सेटअप मी इथे डाउनलोड केला. नंतर राईट क्लिक करून मी तो ही रार फाईल आहे जी स्क्रीनवर दिसते तुम्हाला, ती रार फाईल आहे. नंतर राईट क्लिक करून मी ती फाईल एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट केली. एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट केल्यानंतर हे फोल्डर दिसतंय. ठीक आहे, या फोल्डरमध्ये सेटअप नावाची ही फाईल आहे, EXE फाईल. ही फाईल डबल क्लिक करायची आणि रन करायची. आता रन केल्यानंतर तुम्हाला पहिली स्क्रीन अशी दिसेल. आता हा सेटअप डबल क्लिक करून रन केल्यानंतर ही पहिली स्क्रीन दिसेल. तर इथे तुम्हाला ते लायसन्स अग्रीमेंट एक्सेप्ट करण्यासाठी सांगतात. मग इथे यू हॅव टू क्लिक ऑन आय एक्सेप्ट द टर्म इन लायसन्स अग्रीमेंट. सिलेक्ट दिस अँड क्लिक ऑन नेक्स्ट. दिसते का तुम्हाला स्क्रीन?
नो मॅम.
मॅम फ्रीज झाली.
एक मिनिट, मी परत ओपन करते. हे बघा, नेटवरनं तुम्ही टर्बो सीचा सेटअप डाउनलोड केला. ही रार फाईल डाउनलोड होते. ही रार फाईल डाउनलोड राईट क्लिक करायचं आणि एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट म्हणायचं. एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट केल्यानंतर हे फोल्डर एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट झालं. इथे हे फोल्डर डबल क्लिक करून ओपन करा. इथे सेटअप दिसतोय. या सेटअपवर डबल क्लिक केल्यानंतर हा सेटअप रन व्हायला सुरुवात होईल. आता रन व्हायला सुरुवात झाल्यानंतर ही स्क्रीन दिसेल. ही स्क्रीन तुम्हाला विजिबल आहे का?
नो मॅम.
येस मॅम.
विजिबल होते का? थांबा, मी परत शेअर करते स्क्रीन.
नो मॅम.
थांबा, मी शेअर करते स्क्रीन. ही स्क्रीन दिसते. आता इथे काय करायचं आहे, आय एक्सेप्ट द टर्म्स इन लायसन्स अग्रीमेंट. हे ऑप्शन सिलेक्ट करायचं आणि इथे नेक्स्ट वर क्लिक करायचं. ओके. हा, त्याच्यानंतर दुसरी स्क्रीन येईल, ती मी शेअर करते. ओके. आता काय म्हणताय, रेडी टू इन्स्टॉल द प्रोग्राम. नेक्स्ट म्हटल्यानंतर ही स्क्रीन दिसते. इथे तुम्ही काय करायचंय, इन्स्टॉल वर क्लिक करायचंय. ओके. इन्स्टॉल वर क्लिक केल्यानंतर काय होईल, मी तुम्हाला परत पुढची स्क्रीन शेअर करते. इन्स्टॉल वर क्लिक केल्यानंतर काय होणार आहे, तुम्हाला टर्बोसीचा आयकॉन डेस्कटॉपवर डिस्प्ले होणार आहे. पाहिलाय का तुम्ही टर्बोसीचा आयकॉन पाहिलाय का डेस्कटॉपवर? डेस्कटॉपवर टर्बोसी पाहिलाय का तुम्ही?
येस मॅम.
ओके. तर डबल क्लिक करून टर्बोसी ओपन करायचं आहे. आता मी डायरेक्टली इथे शेअर नाही होत स्क्रीन, मी डायरेक्टली तुम्हाला टर्बोसीचं एडिटर दाखवते. इथे स्टार्ट टर्बोसी वर क्लिक करायचं. टर्बोसीची विंडो ओपन होईल. मी विंडो ओपन करून दाखवते तुम्हाला. स्टार्ट टर्बोसी वर क्लिक केल्यानंतर टर्बोसीची विंडो ओपन होते.
मॅम स्क्रीन दिसत नाही.
एक मिनिट, मी तुम्हाला एडिटर शेअर करते. टर्बोसीचं एडिटर नाही शेअर होते. ठीक आहे, तुम्हाला इन्स्टॉलेशन समजलंय का? आता पहिल्या प्रॅक्टिकल मध्ये काय करायचंय, यू हॅव टू डेव्हलप सी प्रोग्राम युझिंग कॉन्स्टंट व्हेरिएबल्स अरिथमेटिक एक्सप्रेशन्स. Now what is the practical outcome for this practical? For first practical, you should have basic knowledge, apply knowledge of basic mathematics, science and basic engineering to solve the broad based computer engineering problem. Then you should have discipline knowledge, apply information technology to solve broad based information technology related problem. Then experiments and practice, plan to perform experiments, practice and to use the results to solve information technology related problems. And engineering tools, apply appropriate information technology related technique tools with an understanding of the limitation. हे बघा, तुम्ही टर्बोसीचे प्रोग्राम एक्झिक्यूट करण्यासाठी एक तर टर्बोसीचं एडिटर वापरू शकता किंवा इंटरडेवचं एडिटर वापरू शकता. तर आता आज मी तुम्हाला टर्बोसीचं एडिटर दाखवलं. आपण टर्बोसीच्या एडिटरवरनच प्रोग्राम करणार आहोत. आता आतापर्यंत तुम्हाला सी बद्दल काहीच माहित नाही. सी इज द प्रोग्रामिंग लँग्वेज. सी प्रोग्रामिंग लँग्वेज वॉज developed by Dennis Ritchie at AT&T Bell Laboratories in USA. Now, how to write the first C program? First, you have to install the editor. Editor means what? The window in which we work is called as editor. Likewise, for C, we are going to use Turbo C++ or InterDev editor. Mostly we will use Turbo C++. After downloading the setup and running it, a small icon is created on desktop. Whenever you double click on that icon, then the editor is open. Now unfortunately I'm not able to share that window. I'll try again. Hold on. Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is the editor for Turbo C++. Here you can see the various menus. This is file menu. In this, new, open, save, save as, save all, change directory, print and quit option is there. So whenever you want to start new program, click on file and new. Okay. Now to close this window, you have to click on this small rectangular icon. Okay. This is the first. We will see the first program, how to the program structure of C programming. So first of all, I will write the program statement. In the comment section, what is comment? Do you know what is comment?
Comment describes what is the function doing, or what is it, what is the purpose of the things.
No. What is comment? Comment is of two types. This is single line comment and this is multi-line comment. How single line comment is given? By 2 slash. And how multi-line comment is given? Slash, star, then program statement. Single line comment means what? At one time we can comment one line, and multi-line comment means what? At a time we can comment multiple lines. So what is the purpose of comment? Comment is the whatever code you write in comment, the C compiler do not execute that code, or C compiler ignores that code. Whatever thing is written inside the comment, C program compiler will ignore that thing. Whatever you have written in the program, C compiler will ignore that statements written inside the comment. So purpose of comment is to write the program structure or to describe something. If there is something complex calculations in the program, then you can write its explanation in the comment section. Now first we will see the structure of program. So very first statement of C program is to include the files. So how files are included? Hash include into angular bracket stdio.h. std is standard, io is input output, .h. .h means header file. So very first we have to include stdio header file in our program. Then the second statement is void main opening and closing bracket. Now what is main? Main is the name of function from where C program execution will begin. Always remember that C program execution will start from main function. So before this main function, I have written void. So what is the use of void? Void is the data type. Whenever we write void in front of any function, that means that function do not return any value. By default, function returns integer value. But if I write or if I declare void, then that means that function is not returning any value. So always remember that if you use void in front of any function or if you declare any function of type void, that means that function do not return any value. So the very first statement of C program is hash include stdio.h, then void main, then opening curly bracket means start of the main function. Then here, if I have to declare or I have to display the integer number, then I will write int n and semicolon. So every C statement is terminated by semicolon. So first thing what we learn, C program execution begins from main function. If we declare any function as void, that means that function do not return any value. Then how to declare the variables? So up till now you don't know what are the data types, but today I will tell you one data type, that is integer. Integer data type. Integer is a data type which is used to hold or which is used to store whole numbers. Whole numbers means what? The numbers which do not have fractional part is called as whole number. So integer data type is used to store the whole numbers. Now if I declare int n as of data type int, that means I can store whole numbers in the variable n. What this declaration shows? What this declaration shows? N is a variable of data type int. That means I can store only whole numbers in variable n. And I have terminated this statement with the help of semicolon. After this, I will include one function, CLR, SCR and semicolon. Now what is the use of this function? What is the use of this function? This is the clear screen function. Whenever you execute the program, when you execute next program, the output of the previous program is erased or it is cleared from the screen. So the use of CLR SCR function is to erase or to clear the output of the previous program. Now I will accept accept the value for n. So first I will display the message to the user, enter the number. Then I will use /n, then I will complete the double quotation mark, then I will complete the round bracket, and again I will terminate this statement with the use of semicolon. So next thing we are going to learn now is printf. So what is printf? Printf is the output function which is used to display the message on the screen. So whenever you want to display the message on screen, you will use printf statement. And then what is the another use of printf statement? It is used to display the result of your calculation. So if you add two numbers or if you multiply two numbers or if anything, whatever is the output of your program, if you want to display that output of the program, you have to use printf statement. So printf is the output statement. Always remember, printf is the output statement, and next statement we are going to see is scanf. Scanf is the input statement. Now I have displayed the message to the user that enter the number or enter one number. So how will now user will enter that number? That number will be stored in variable n. So how to accept the value for variable n? By using input statement scanf. Scanf, then opening bracket, then %d into inverted commas. %d, double inverted comma complete, comma, ampersand n, then round bracket complete and semicolon. So in this scanf statement, we are going to learn how to accept the values for variable. So till now you only know one data type, that is integer. So for integer data type, you have to use format string as %d. Always remember that with each data type, there is one format string associated with it. For example, with integer data type, format string is %d. For character data type, format string is %C. For double data type, format string is %D. Oh, sorry, for double data type, the format string is %LF. So mostly we are going to use int, float, and character data type. So for integer data type, format string is %D. For character data type, format string is %C. For floating point data type, format string is %F. So I have accepted one number. That number will be stored in variable n. So always remember that in C program, you have to declare the variables for accepting the numbers. For every value you are using in the program, you have to declare one variable for storing that value. Now here I have used only one variable n. Now I am storing one integer value in variable n. So you know now how to store the value in variable using format string %D. So scanf double quotes %D double quotes complete comma and ampersand n. Now what is the use of this ampersand operator? It tells the compiler at what memory location variable n is stored. What is the use of this ampersand? It tells the compiler at what memory location variable n is stored. Whenever you declare the variables in program, it gets stored at some memory location. So ampersand tells the memory address to the compiler at what memory address variable n is stored. Now I will display the value which user has entered in variable n. So value of variable n is, or the value stored in variable n is %D double inverted comma complete comma n. Then again semicolon. This statement is terminated by semicolon. Okay. Now get ch and end of main. This curly bracket is ended here. Opening curly bracket means start of main function. Closing curly bracket means end of main function. Now what we have to do? We have to save this program. This program is completed now. Get ch and clr scr are the built-in function. The use of clr scr is to clear the screen. The use of get ch is to display the output on screen. Okay. Now I have declared main function as void. That means main function do not return any value. If I don't mention anything, if I do not mention anything, that means by default main function returns integer value. Then if you declare the variable of return type int, or if you declare the main function of return type int, then we have to write return 0 here. If I don't write main, void in front of main, if I don't declare main as void, then that means main function by default, main function is returning integer value. So I have to return 0. Okay. And if I declare main function as void, that means main function do not return any value. Okay. Now I will save this program. File, save as. Save the program by using name prog1.c. C programs should be saved with .c extension. While saving the C program, you have to give .c as the extension and say OK. Here the program name is displayed here. You can see. Now after saving the program, you have to compile this program. Now what is compile means what? Compile. After compiling this program, compiler will show the grammatical mistakes of your program. Mistakes are of two types: logical mistakes and grammatical mistakes. So what is grammatical mistake? If you forget to give semicolon, or if there is any typing error, that is the grammatical mistake. So after compiling the program, compiler will show the grammatical mistakes of your program. And what is logical error? Logical error means you have implemented a wrong logic. Suppose you want to enter the value for integer variable and you are inputting the character data type, then it will display the it will be the logical error, but compiler will always show the grammatical mistakes, that is typing mistakes. Okay, now after compiling the program, the you can see on the screen success, press any key. That means there are no grammatical mistakes in our program and our program is successfully compiled. After successfully compiling the program, you can run the program. Now see, run, or the shortcut key for running the program is Control F9. The shortcut key for compiling the program is Alt F9. Now I will run the program, run, or I will press Control F9. Enter the number. So I have entered 10. Value for, okay. Now it is displaying the garbage value. So there is something error in our program. Okay, let's find out. Integer n, CLR, SCR, printf, enter the number, scanf, %d, comma, ampersand n. The value of variable n is %d, comma, n. So how this printf statement is written? Value of variable n is %d. That means whatever is the value of n, it will be displayed in place of %d. So what if the value of n is 100, the output will be value of variable n is 100. If the value of n is 50, the output will be value of variable n is 50. Okay. By Control Alt F9, I have compiled the program. By Control F9, I have run the program. Enter the number. I have entered 10. The value of variable n is 10. Okay. See, whenever you declare variables here, initially garbage value is placed, or the value of the variables is garbage initially. So sometimes you need to initialize that variable. So here I have initialized the variable with 0. This problem do not occur every time, but today, since it was displaying garbage value initially, so I have initialized the variable n with 0. Now it is displaying correct value. Now enter the number. Now I will enter 100 for the value n. So output will be value of variable n is 100. So did you got? You understood the program? Everybody understood the program or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to note down this program and execute this program. Do you have Turbo C editor?
Yes,
It can
ma'am.
be easily downloaded from internet. So try to execute this program. Now the first question in the manual is, what if you don't declare this variable? See, n is equal to 0. If I don't declare this variable, and if I am using n in the program, then what will be the error message? Undefined symbol n. As I have said earlier, every variables which we are using in the program, it should be declared. And at what place it should be declared? Immediately after starting the main and opening curly bracket, you have to declare the variables which you are using in the program. Okay. You cannot declare variables after CLR SCR. Compulsory it should be declared after opening curly bracket of main and before CLR SCR. In C you can declare variable everywhere, but in C variables should be declared immediately after starting the main function. So did you got, if you use the variable without declaring it, what error message will be displayed? Undefined symbol n. Now, as I have said, each data type is associated with the format string. For integer data type, format string is %d. For floating point data type, format string is %f. For character data type, format string is %C. Now here I am using integer data type. Now what if I use format string F for integer data type? %F is for floating point data type, but I am using it for integer data type. Then what will be the output? Floating point formats not linked. Abnormal program termination, because my data type is integer and I have used format string %F. Now the next question in the manual is, what error message will be given if you do not include ampersand? So you should always remember the format of printf and scanf. Now how to write the scanf statement? If you want to input the integer number, then you should write in the double quotes, you should write %d double quotes complete comma ampersand n. Okay. Now if what is the use of ampersand? It is used to tell at what memory location variable n is stored to the compiler. Now if I forget to write ampersand n, then what error message will be displayed? It is compiling successfully, but it is not displaying the output correctly. It will display the output variable of n is 0. Now, next question is asked in manual. Write the output if you use ampersand sign in printf statement. Now, if you use ampersand is always used in scanf statement. But if you use ampersand in printf statement, what error message will be displayed? It is compiling successfully, but at the time of running, it is giving garbage value. Okay. So this was the first practical. In next practical, we will see addition of two numbers. How to write addition of program for adding two numbers. Okay. In today's practical, just learn to install Turbo C and the format of C program, or the syntax of, or the program structure of C program. Okay. So should we stop now? Okay, let's stop. We will see the next program, or the practical number 2, or we will revise the same practical in next program, and then we will begin with practical number 2. Okay, do you all know how to write flowchart? Do you know the symbols for flowchart? Or first of all, what is flowchart? What is the name of C compiler? The name of C compiler is Turbo. That's why it is called as Turbo C. Now I will stop sharing the screen. Do you have any questions? If something is not understood or you want me to explain it again? Do you want anything to explain again?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, programming not understand.
Which program you didn't understand? How to save the variable? Okay, I will explain it again. Okay, I will share the screen again. Hold on. नाही एरर नाही काही एक्सप्लेन करायचं त्यांना. So again, we will see the how to store the value for variable. In comment section, we have to write the program statement. So we have to write program to store number in variable, or program to store the number. And this is single line comment. Then first statement is you have to include the files. Hash include stdio.h. Then we will declare main function as void main. Then opening curly bracket means start of main function. After starting main function, we have to declare the variables which we are going to use in program. So in this program, I am going to use only one variable, m. So I have declared integer m and semicolon. Then clr scr. Then printf enter the number. As I'm going to store integer value in m, I have declared data type as int. So scanf percentage d double inverted comma complete comma ampersand m. I have stored one number in variable m. Now I'm going to display that number. Printf the value of m is percentage d. As m is integer, so I am using percentage d double inverted comma complete comma m bracket complete, and then I will use get ch and curly bracket complete. Opening curly bracket is ended here. That means main function is completed or main function is ended. Then we have to save this program. Then file, save as num1.c. Every program should be saved with .c extension. Here you can see the name which you have given to the program will appear on the screen. Then you have to compile this program by shortcut key Alt F9. Then you have to run this program by using shortcut key Control F9. Enter the number. So I entered number as 100. So output will be the value of m is 100. So got this program? Note down this program and try to execute it of your own. Okay. Okay, in first practical, it's our first practical, so this much only we will see. In next practical, we will see how to add two numbers. Okay.